I got a video for you females out there, and males too, because whether you're a guy, girl, circle, square, whatever the heck you are, if you want nice glutes, there's no specific training for women and men. Like a specific way you should squat if you're a female, and a specific way you should squat if you're a male. You just squat and you get nice glutes. Everybody likes nice glutes. So I came across a video today. I was looking for videos I can see to educate you guys so you can sift through the bullshit.
That is one big pile of shit.
That's my thing here. I want you guys to know, like, yo, if I come across a coach or an influencer that is giving us some really good information, I'm gonna tell you exactly who to listen to, who to follow for sure. But there's way too many out there that give you a lot of BS. And you have influencers that give you this like, dude, try these bands. It's gonna make your glutes look really good. With these glutes, look at my glutes in these bands. And you're like, yo, you don't got real glutes. And those bands did not give you glutes. Those aren't manufactured by iron or hard work. Those are manufactured by a scalpel and a needle and sewing. I don't know how they freaking do butt implants, whatever. I'm just saying, it's not real. Anyway, so I came across your boy, Mike Thurston, everybody. Mike Thurston, the one and only Mike the Thirsty Thurston, with probably one of the best accents you can ever hear on YouTube, really. If you listen to him, you wouldn't really care what he said because his accent is so delicious. Literally, that's all I can hear. When I hear this guy, I'm like, I kind of forget I'm even watching I'm just listening to his voice like, yo, that's not fair. Like, yo, who gave him this? Like, that is the best. That's like genetics up the wazoo. Those are like voice gains or I don't know, accent gains or something. I don't know, tone gains. Anyway, we're gonna watch this glute training with Chiara Pugliessi. Chiara Pugliessi. I think she's Italian. So she isn't here. Anyway, so guys, we're gonna look through this and see if Chiara Pugliessi has something actually good for you guys out there who want to build glutes. So I'm not gonna say this is just for women, but because she's a woman and she's selling the stuff directly to women, for you women out there, we're gonna see if this is actually some quality information for you guys, some honest, truthful, transparent shit that's gonna give you the booty that you've always dreamed of. Anyway, let's go. What's happening, baby girl? What's going on, girl? What's happening?
Greeting.
Always 2 kisses, guys.
Two. That's how we do it in Italy.
Yes. If you want to do the code.
Yeah, how we do in Italy. That's 2. That's all we do in this one's 2 in Italy.
And we're good to go.
Oh, come on, you can't. This guy's.
I do, but I should.
Boys, you know your boy Mike is busy.
Yeah, let's start with some activation. Okay, so we got these. Mike is going to use this one because we need to put him through some pain, don't we?
Yeah.
So this is the thickest I've got.
First, warm up here with some glute activation stuff. Guys, I do like doing pre-exhaustion exercises for your legs. So from floor to core, loosening all that area up when you're doing your leg workouts. So it is important to do a little pre-exhaustion, just warming up your hip flexors, your glutes, your knees, all those things before you actually start diving right into your workout. So she's got the bands. She's definitely sponsored by, let's see if she's sponsored by anybody.
A few minutes later.
And we have the glute build. Oh, there you go. There you go. So she primarily sells glute workouts, and that is her glutes. Okay, yo, I'm not gonna, listen, guys, just right away. We're not gonna, I just want you guys to understand that you guys know, like, I'm not gonna waste my time doing an natty or not on booties, okay? We understand what is real and what is not real, right? We understand that, right? Like, do we have to have the discussion that this is not made by bands, first of all, okay? Don't even have a conversation in the comments. I'm dead serious. Like, I don't want to hear anybody in the comments say, well, you know, I've seen this one girl from like hey man, you better, no, I don't want to hear anybody. I won't allow it. Moving on, let's go back to this workout. So Chiara Pugliessi obviously, you know, sells this stuff. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm a pro.
Okay.
I slick with it as well.
Oh yeah.
Let's take it to bed. So, Mike, so we're going to start with a little activation to proper engage our glutes. It's really important to start with some glute activation before your extra session, because glutes are known to be sleeping giants. So that means they will tend to just be a little bit lazy. Yeah. So always make sure you just spend some time with the band, just with a band activity.
Okay, that's completely false, everybody out there. Your glutes are not a sleeping giant. Your glutes are a sleeping giant if you do not know how to squat or hinge properly. I suggest you guys go check out the video I did on the difference between squatting and hinging, give you guys a better idea about, like, you know, how to activate your glutes, but that is false. That's basically selling products right from the get-go. Guys, you do not need to do a glute or booty exercise with bands to wake up your glutes, because if you do any kind of squatting or hinging, your glutes are engaging no matter what. You just have to be able to have more of a micro-muscle connection on that, and these aren't gonna help you do that. Anyway, moving on. You know what, man, that sounds almost like...
I'm sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
Anyway, let's go.
And we're gonna start with some fire hydrants. Have you done them before?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
So fire hydrants. All right.
So you wanna lean on one side of your elbow and just raise one leg towards the ceiling, okay? So 1, yeah. Open as wide as you can. 2, do 20 of this. 3.
You're really going up, like...
Okay, guys, so first of all, when you're actually in this position on your knees, you should be level with your shoulders. So you want to maintain a flat back and steady shoulders. So when you open up your glutes or when you open your leg up, you don't open up your shoulder like this, which she is doing. So she's on her shoulder, basically doing this, opening and leaning up, which means she can't actually open up her legs with the weight she's using with her bands. Her bands are actually too much for her. That's why she's compensating and opening up. Yeah, but it looks like he's talking to her. No, the thing is, she's already doing it wrong. She should have her hands like this, like she's basically in a high plank position, instead of being on her elbows, lowering her back already. Anyway, doing this wrong to start. Anyway, let's go.
Quite a challenging workout.
And you do 20 of these as well. All the way down, a nice deep stretch. 1, abduct. 2, weight on your heels. 3.
Okay. Now, again, man, we're just starting this. Don't just drive with weight on your heels. You want to drive and push through your heels, but you want to grab with your toes. Make sure your feet are planted on the floor. That's going to give you a lot more control. And when you're doing this movement, make sure you're moving your entire body like as if you're actually doing a deadlift. At the top of the deadlift, you're being here to here, open up. Don't just pelvic tilt backwards and forward, and keep your core engaged. Now, do you need to do all this to warm your glutes before you start doing exercise? No, you can just basically do the exercise you're doing and warm up through its full range of motion. This stuff right here is just a bunch of nonsense. So you guys can do all this wonky shit and waste your time and not actually putting the load on the glutes where you're trying to isolate in the first place. Let's go. Jeez. All right, man, first exercise.
We're using as well a little plate, just elevate our front foot.
Okay, so we got, first exercise, we have a lunge.
Down, down, and up.
And we are, okay, so. Okay, so let me give you guys a breakdown of a lunge. A lunge, whether it's a Bulgarian split squat, stationary lunge, a reverse lunge, a curtsy lunge, a walking lunge, whatever lunge it is, a lunge is an exaggerated stride. What does that mean? When you walk, you have a little bit of a stride. The longer the stride gets, the more it becomes a lunge. When you walk heel to toe and back over. Your hips absorb into your heel and pushes through and walks over the toe and through. It does kind of like this. Now, when we exaggerate that, to get full activation into our glutes, we need knee flexion on the way through. So if your knee stays straight, you're taking away from the fullness of the range of motion for your actual lunge. The lunge is a split squat. What does that mean? You're splitting your squat form. So when you squat, you get knee flexion and hip flexion. created to be able to get that full range of motion into the glutes. So if I'm trying to improve my glutes, I want to find an exercise that's going to give me the best bang for my buck in exaggerating or isolating those glutes to its fullest. Doing a glute like this, where you're adding in a bunch of mumbo jumbo, you don't have to elevate your heels again. Keep your daggone toes on the ground. Why are we trying to bounce on our heels? Lose the freaking thing at the front. Please don't elevate your heels when you're trying to do like lunges, please. Especially when you got weight in your back. And you don't need the freaking Bosu ball at the back so you can be unstable when you're doing this. You're doing a balancing act. You're not doing exercise right to begin with. I'm not being harsh. I'm just telling you guys what you don't need to do. This is not necessary. You know a really good way to do this exercise? Get one of those like risers. Put it on the front of your foot. That's gonna elevate your foot a little higher so your range of motion can be a little deeper. So when you actually do go down, your knee does flex a little bit more on the way down. We get a lot more of range of motion in our glutes on the way to the ground. And using your back leg as just something for stabilization, not to help you go up and down like you can see when she's doing her exercise.
Straight away, just squat.
Right? Now we're gonna get into what? We have, Jesus, yo. Oh my, I'm getting frustrated, man. Seriously, you have no clue how many girls I see decked out in freaking Gymshark doing these same exercises. Literally doing these like sitting like, yo, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna get all the way up here and do this exercise like this. I'm doing my glute exercises. This is my squat form, and they're like this. Like, what are you doing? I'm just doing squats, goblet squats with my glutes. All right, now I'm gonna do these ones. Oh, I'm gonna do these ones. Then I'm gonna go do these. Then I'm gonna do a bunch of these ones.
He's losing his mind.
Can we please stop all the nonsense? It's not needed. It's unnecessary. It's like your influencer, grow yourself a big booty kit. What do you need? I need a Gymshark outfit. It's gotta be at least like peach or like nice and teal. And it's gotta be different. It's gotta be a high-waisted top with a sports bra. And then a pair of white shoes. That's perfect. And maybe a hair back. And then Apple Watch, and that'll be good. And then you maybe some Beats. And there you go. You got yourself a freaking a booty band influencer. Thousands of views right there, just like that. And you'll listen to everything she says because she's got the best looking face, the smallest waist, and the biggest butt you've ever seen. I gotta do her plan for sure. I'm gonna grow a nice butt doing this for sure. You got pancake people walking around being like, yo man, I'm gonna do this right now. Check out this. In about 3 weeks, I'm on the biggest butt ever. And their form looks like this. Look all the pressure Thurston's put onto his knee all the way down. If you're trying to build your glutes, you gotta know how to do the exercise properly, guys. Like, learn the basics before you start adding all the extra shit. They got every accessory. You got slingshots, ding slots, you got knee bands, arm bands, B bands, Z bands, you got every freaking kind of band. We got rubber band bands. You got everything out there. And you can't even do the regular exercise properly. You can't even do the legitimate, the basic exercise properly. Can you lunge properly? Can you do a stationary lunge properly or a split squat? If the answer is yes, okay, let's maybe add something else to a variable. Can you squat properly? No. Okay, well, let's get better at squatting before we put freaking bands on it. But it helps with my adduction. No, it makes it harder for you to do something you can't do because most of the time, people are weak in their adductors in the first place. Crawl before you walk before you run. Right? And you know what? Hey, listen, and I'm gonna call my boy out here too. I'm gonna call Thurston. Look at him over here with this beautiful girl. Look at me over here with this beautiful Chiara Pugliessi. Like, I'm gonna call him out. I would have told the girl how to do it right. I don't care how she's sponsored. Trust me, anybody who works out with me is doing the shit right. I don't care who I'm training with. You can look all the girls I train with, Erica, Jessica, whatever. Look at the past. Look at all the girls I've trained with from the past until the present. Check them. Their form is just as good as mine or better. Iron sharpens iron isn't gender specific. You gotta pull your partner up. You gotta make them actually do work. Make them work harder. Make them be more optimal. That's what it's all about. Now this kind of thing here, okay, I get it. Yeah, okay, you're a big influencer too, and I'm a big influencer. Let's go collaborate together and get more subscribers. And losing the point of, hey man, at one point, you were probably giving out actual information that was legitimate to other people so they actually can use it, not just selling a product. This is product placement at its finest. It's ridiculous. Now, the next exercise she's doing staggered Romanian deadlifts, okay? When you do this exercise, the rules still apply whether you're staggered or you're not. The only difference between doing a Romanian deadlift when your feet are linear or doing a staggered is giving yourself a little bit more help when it comes to stabilization. So you have that one foot down is bent a little bit to take off any of the pressure, to emphasize more pressure into the leg that's planted to the ground. She's going all the way down, letting herself just drop down, a little pointless pulse that takes no time at all, and the time and attention is nil. And then letting the weight go away from her body, coming back up, changing the bar pathway. We're doing a simple exercise. Again, we can go through it over and over and over again. Learn the basics first before we start trying to add in new variables or pieces of equipment or accessories to the exercises that you probably have no clue to do properly for the first time anyway. This is the type of stuff that's littered all over Instagram, all over YouTube. It's exercise like this. An influencer, and I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. I don't know who she is. She's probably the nicest girl ever. She probably is. She probably means completely well. But when it comes to this and you put your shit out there, I am judging you based on what you are saying. This is nonsense. You don't have to do this to grow a booty. If you're not saying this, it's just being filtered out more and more and more for more women out there to have kind of like unrealistic actual like body image disorder. And then you have someone selling some plans saying that, oh, I can achieve this by doing this. This is the same as like a natty or not. The same bullshit thing. Same shit. Yeah, this girl's got a natural booty, and I said it again. I don't want to hear any of you guys. I want to look down there in the comments and see any discussions about if that's fake or real. Please do not waste any space down there. Ask, hey man, you think that's? I know this one girl from college, man. She had, she played volleyball. She was a center, and she had the glutes, man. But no, I know what athletic glutes look like. I know what glutes that are functional look like. They are really nice looking glutes, period. Both men and women have really nice glutes when they're athletic and formed properly and natural. These are not. You can tell the difference. Those are not jumping glutes. Those are not deadlifting glutes. Those are not stop and start glutes. Those are not jumping really high glutes. Those are Instagram glutes. Those are for the gram glutes. None of the exercises you do in here are going to make your glutes look like hers. Anybody who's watched this that thinks that's gonna happen, sorry to tell you, none of this is gonna work. You know what will actually make your glutes work really, really, really hard? Learning how to squat really well. Learning how to actually do a sumo deadlift or like Romanian deadlifts or walking lunges. Take those 4 exercises, literally just those basics, and go wild with them. Go good time and attention, a good load that would actually challenge you, do those. I can promise you, just from those 4 exercises, you can make great glutes, great gains based on what your genetics can actually give. But you're not building like this. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna go to the next exercise. I'm taking too much time with this. Okay. This might be the only exercise that I see in this entire workout that would actually help build glutes. I have to fast forward all the way to the end for this. And I'm gonna stop it right there. And the whole point of this is for me, guys, I'm not shitting on anybody. I'm not here to make someone look bad. I'm here to tell you guys what actually works. Guys, listen. You only have a certain amount of time and energy. Once you use it, you do not get it back. Don't waste your time doing things that aren't gonna get you anywhere. Do the stuff that's actually gonna work. Listen to guys like myself, like Greg, like More Place for Dates. There's other channels out there that have great information out there that can give you actual like optimal tips for training, health, nutrition, all those things. Just don't fall for the flash in the pan, good looks, smiles, yada yada. Don't fall for that crap. Don't fall for the obvious. I'm here to give you guys that transparent truth, guys. I'm just putting stuff out there to make you guys train properly and optimally, guys. That's it. Anyway, guys, if you like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this. Guys, you know I'm gonna put out that transparent, tell it like it is truth. For coaching, guys, johnandshee.com. If you wanna know what my coach is all about, you can book a consult. 50 minutes or 30 minutes. Ask me whatever you want. Completely transparent conversation. At the end of it, if you decide, hey, I wanna go coaching, I deduct the amount from the phone consult off of any package, whether it's one of the one-time packages or the continuing coaching. Anyway, guys, follow me on Instagram at _JohnG_. And guys, check out my gym at Impact Fitness 56. You know what it is, guys. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.